Hi, good day everyone. Once again, this is Mo, and this is another day for another War Legends video. And for today's video, I'll be doing a quick tutorial about Light Faction, specifically utilizing the Elven technology here. So I started my game here. As usual, I am keeping on training my workers so I can gather more resources efficiently. So the thing that you have to remember here is that you don't have to rush things out. So as you can see here, I am just hiring more workers. I'm not overthinking that my enemy is already rushing to my base. So when I'm playing as the Light Faction, what I observe or notice is that the lumber or the woods are very crucial when it comes to the production of your battle units. And as you can see here, my first structure is a sawmill here, and my second one would be the farm, so I can increase my capacity or the capacity of my unit. So I followed it up with my barracks so I can train my first unit, and I'll be using the first unit as usual. Of course, I'll be spying on my enemy. So the good thing about using the Light Faction, they train their units faster compared to the Dark Legion faction. And as you can see here, my barracks is almost done. And then I proceeded on upgrading my citadel to or castle to tier 2 because I'll be utilizing the Elven technology. So I'll be spamming a lot of archers or Elven archers. But for starters, of course, you cannot leave your base without any battle units that can defend it, right? So after training my first unit, the swordsman, I'll be not stopping there. I'll be training more swordsmen for me to have a defense for the early game, of course. So the most misconception that we have if we play a certain technology here, it seems that we stop producing the initial units that we have. Well, that is a no-no. For you to have your primary technology, whether it is Elven or Dwarves, you still have to spam a lot of swordsmen because if you don't, your enemy can rush you. So as you can see here, I'll be sending my swordsman here to his base, and if I'm lucky enough, I'll be destructing all of his units before he even think that he can attack my base. So what I'm just doing here in a nutshell is I'm trying to buy time so he doesn't attack my base, because I'm buying time so I can spam a lot of elves or archer on my side. And as you can see, I proceeded on building my elven tree here while spamming a lot of swordsmen. So the early game, you'll be playing, of course, as human to have a defensive forces on your base, because you cannot leave your base without any fighting units. And as you can see here, I'm lucky enough, my opponent is trying to chase my swordsman, and he goes back. I think he will be getting the watchtower here. Well, that is alright for me, because as long that I have my defensive units here and I keep on progressing towards the technologies that I like to use, well, that is good for me. As you can see here, he is trying to take the watchtower, and I just spy on him. I just take a quick look how his army actually looks like. So it seems that I can take down his entire army, but I believe I will not proceeding to do that because I don't want to lose my defensive units with unnecessary fight. And as you can see here, I proceeded on taking the watchtower for extended vision, so I can know if he's going to attack my base and when I'll be needing to send my swordsman back to my base. And as you can see here, I already started spamming my archers, and soon I'll be using Gilbert as my primary hero, because I would like my archers to have at least one tank that can defend them, so I can have the front line and the back line. Front line for the vanguard to defend the back line. Meanwhile, the back line having or doing a free shot or free hit that can deal a lot of damage. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to get my objectives. So early game, most of the players are just staying in their base, but for me, there are objectives that you have to get that keep your army moving for activity. And as you can see here, after I get this watchtower, I proceeded on getting this golden idol. Then after that, since I have enough army to take over the manual, I did it because I'll be needing a mana sooner or later when a fight broke out. And as you can see, I'm taking the manual while the first batch of chests soon to be spawning here in the center of the map. So let's just check here. As you can see, I have my Gilbert here, and I'm actually building the sanctuary because I would like my units or archers to have a healer, because they are very squishy and I don't want them to die every fight that we have. I don't want to waste our resources when I am having a fight. And as you can see, my opponent here was able to position his army earlier than me, but fortunately I have Gilbert to tank the skeleton archers. If you can see the positioning of my army, that is a well positioned units. My archers on the back lane, me managing it so they won't take any damage. Meanwhile, my swordsmen are on the front line tanking the opponent's units. And as you can see here, I was able to wipe out my enemy's unit because of the good positioning of my army. So you have to expect that the front line will of course be wiped out. What you would like to see here is your back lane will be still alive. So that is the main reason why I would like to train a healer, because after that fight, my enemy will be replenishing his army with full HP. So what I would like to do is to at least heal them instead of just wasting their lives on taking another battle with one HP, half HP. So I would like also for them to heal so they can withstand the enemy's forces. And as you can see here, another objectives, I was able to get the golden idol, and I'm planning to get this watchtower. So what you have to remember, always remember that your army must always moving, always getting the objectives. If you don't have that kind of objectives, if you are wondering what kind of objectives that I'm talking about, well, for me, the objectives that we have here in the game is the watchtower, the golden idol, the mana well. So if you have all of those objectives, of course, those are your assets, so you have to defend it. So make sure that you will be making to your opponent, you'll be giving a hard time to your opponent taking one objectives. So I know this is just a watchtower, but at least defend it. Make him lose some units, because every time that he or your opponent lose a unit, he needs to train another one, and that will cost much to his resources. And as you can see here, this is a good positioning of my archers. My backlane survived that. Gilbert did a great job on tanking every damage. And as you can see here, I was able to defend my watchtower. So if you are going to do the math here, he lose a lot of units, a lot of resources there just for taking over a watchtower. So I think that will be a win-win for me, and this unit will not be staying as injured because there is one healer that can heal them, and because of that they can withstand another wave of fight. So meanwhile here, as you can see, I was able to build my sanctuary and actually upgrade it to tier 2 so I can have the wind mages. As you can see here, my enemy was able to train or build a ship. So look at this at the watchtower. It is giving me an idea that, or giving me an info that I cannot just blindly charge to my opponent's base, because he do have a defensive structure or towers. So I need to prepare if I am planning to take it over. So that is one of the benefits of having your objectives. As you can see here, I keep on just using Elven tree. The only human that I have here is my workers and Gilbert. But the point is, I'm primarily using most of my army are elves. And as you can see here, he will be trying to take over my watchtower on the upper part of the map. And as you can see, his warg rider is already down. I pull my wind mages because wind mages are terrible against the balloons here. So I pull them out and send them right back again when my archers can go and target lock the balloon. And as you can see, I was able to wipe out his army. You just need to do a efficient micro managing with your units. So you are not, it means you are not a passive player. You are just letting your units do their thing. You are actually managing them. You are actually controlling them. You are instructing them where you want them to be, what units that you would like them to hit or target. So as you can see here, I'm micromanaging my archers, my healers. So I send my healers in front so they can heal my Gilbert. As you can see, my enemy is really trying to take away my Gilbert here because he serves the primary tank to my army. And with that, I was able to take down the 3 defensive tower of my enemy. Unfortunately, my Gilbert is already down. Meanwhile, my enemy's army is not in a good shape, so he needs to train more, which costs a lot of resources. But while he is doing that, I'm trying to prevent him by destroying his structures, and because of that, I was able to claim a victory in this fight. So I hope that you were able to learn something from my video, and I hope that you do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I think that is the end of the video. I'm just currently new and studying the light faction because my primary group or team is actually dark faction, but it seems that I'm just looking for something else. Maybe when it comes to the statics of the army, I like light faction better, because whenever I'm looking at the Dark Legion faction, it is very chaotic. Well, I think that is the idea, Well, that's it. I hope that you learned. So bye for now and peace out.